The coronavirus has been relentless. It's not just killing people, it's killing systems. It may kill the concept of globalization as we know it. The world is in crisis mode. Travel has stopped. Borders are shut. Supply chains are disrupted. The world is locked down. Billions of people are confined to their homes as we speak. Free movement of capital, of services, of labor. This is the foundation of globalization. But the coronavirus has killed free movement. It's safe to say that globalization is now in the ICU, intensive care unit. So is this the end? On WION Edit tonight, we will discuss if the coronavirus pandemic has sounded the death knell of globalization. Going by even the most optimistic projections, it could take up to a year for the world to return to normalcy. But this period of uncertainty has exposed the cracks in the world order. Globalization was supposed to translate into equal opportunities, bridge the gap, end inequality. But the spoils of globalization went only to a select few. According to a 2017 report, poor nations are yet to benefit from the globalization wave. Between 1990 and 2016, the share of sub-Saharan Africa in the world GDP grew by only 0.2%. It grew from 2.8% to 3%. The share of Latin America and the share of Caribbean dropped from 10% to less than 8%. They are not benefiting from globalization. West Asia and North Africa contributed marginal increases. Guess who benefited the most? China. China's share in the world GDP went from a little more than 4% in 1990 to almost 18% in 2016. 4 to 18. China becomes the world's workshop. Now, the coronavirus outbreak has exposed just how fragile this lopsided system is. And the irony is this: the byproduct of globalization, that is the free movement of people, has spread the Wuhan virus around the world. Now, the outbreak is fueling a backlash. Global supply chains are in a state of chaos. Many companies are struggling to find alternatives to Chinese factories, like in countries that are less affected by the disruption. This outbreak, the coronavirus outbreak, is testing Europe's open borders policy. Hard restrictions are now in place. Right-wing parties now have ammo to keep the borders closed. And to be fair, the campaign against globalization had begun way before the coronavirus outbreak. We had Donald Trump in the US. And under Donald Trump, the US was looking at making products at home. This is what he was telling American companies. Britain had left the European Union before this outbreak happened. Their trading partnership is on the tenterhooks. The Wuhan coronavirus is going to test the relevance of globalization even further. But will it die? Will globalization die? That's unlikely, because the modern day goods and services live on the internet. From computers to electronics to even automobiles, we live in an interconnected world. Mass production seems unimaginable without global collaboration. So globalization as we know it may not die, but it will have to be reimagined and restructured.